better go over a few basics. Launch preparation for your mission would have started accelerating here at KSC months in advance. But let's cut through all that and move you way closer to launch. I'll start your clock at, say, 4 hours before liftoff, when it's still dark out. Before you got suited up, the shuttle's external tank, or ET, was fueled up. The ET holds fuel for the shuttle's 3 main engines. Inside the ET, there are actually 2 separate tanks. One has liquid hydrogen at 423 degrees below zero, the other liquid oxygen at 298 degrees below zero. They start really cold. But when those 2 liquids leave the shuttle engines, you'll find out. About 2 hours before you launch, you boarded the orbiter through what we call the white room. As you climb through the hatch, that orbiter always seems like it's a really thing. Then they pull back the access arm and left. Everybody else is smart enough to get out of the air with fans. And crew mates respect to the reason why. Within 400 feet of the pan, flames and heat from the engines will kill you. Within 800 feet, the sound will kill you. Within 4,000 feet, the snakes and alligators might kill you, because all that low-frequency vibration really stirs them up. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's back up to T-minus 10 seconds. Those sparks are hydrogen reburners or sparklers. They don't prevent a fire or explosion by burning off any excess fuel around your vehicle. At T-minus 6.6 seconds, you will hear a loud roar, and you'll feel a big rumble. After the main engines start, you'll feel the shuttle sway forward a little, but don't worry. It's engineered to come back to vertical before you go. That's what we call the twang. You're getting a lot of power from those main engines, but you're going to need even more to get to orbit. That's where the solid rocket boosters, or SRBs, come in. These guys were the most powerful solid fuel rocket engines ever flown. The SRBs ignite when the countdown gets to 0, and believe me, you'll know it. Once you fire the SRBs, you can't turn them off. So you're going somewhere. You better just hope it's up. Now, here's how all that's going to happen to you in real time. Sequence 10 seconds to operation. Start, 7, 6, 5, 8, 3, 2, 1, and lift off. It's like an aluminum can being squeezed harder and harder. To make sure this doesn't happen, we throttle down the engines to maintain pressures we engineered the shuttle to withstand. Once you pass through max Q, we throttle the engines back up. It was at this moment that we lost the Challenger in 1986. So this is always a thoughtful moment in any mission. About 2 minutes into your flight, all the fuel is spent in your SRB, so you'll jettison them and they'll parachute down into the ocean. These guys were designed to get clean, refurbished, and then used again on another mission. Your ride will get a little less bumpy once your SRBs drop off, but you're still going to keep accelerating, so that's when you'll feel those achievements really hit you. A few moments later, your ET will have spent all its fuel, and you'll be go for main engine cutoff, or MECO. Then you'll jettison the tank. We call that ET set. The tank will break up in the atmosphere on the way back down. It's the only part of the shuttle system that wasn't designed for reuse. Congratulations, you made it into orbit. That's assuming, of course, there were no malfunctions along the way. Naturally, we have hundreds of contingency plans in case something does go wrong. Take a moment to memorize these now. Got it all? Good. Our time here is up. You ready? And now you have to take your chances in the sim and hope the sim supervisor goes easy on you. Now it's time for you to experience the sensations of launch firsthand from inside the shuttle. See you aboard.